Let's get started. So, what I do is that, well, I've been a VJ for many years, not doing any public performances at the moment, mostly kind of contained to my own studio when it comes to that type of thing. I'm fully kind of full, my time is full with, work and family stuff, I guess. Um, and yeah. Um, but I do work with design systems, and I thought, why not try to merge these two worlds and see what that would take us. So maybe I could just like really quickly just get over to. I'm gonna show you what I work with. I do. Me and my team, we make design system that we made in Figma for a betting platform that we sell to companies all over the world. And I don't know, it's a white label product, so it's fairly complex, I would say. These are just some screens. We have all the components, different kinds, all the kind of regular, you know, more or less regular web things you could imagine broken down in different ways. We have a kitchen sink with all the things. We we do like retail machines, so they have some like specific screens for the retail machines. Of course, we have design tokens set up for a bunch of things, and a lot of it is handled by these semantic general tokens. And then what else is interesting with this system? Well, since we are a white label system and we brand this for each and every of our customers, we did a plugin for Figma that could brand our products by the input of 5 colors. And then you will need to do some extra tweaking, but that will take you very far and speed up the process a lot. But well, we'll have some widgets to help out too. So that's our kind of special tooling. But what I wanted to talk about is, what if we use this kind of system for live visuals? So I'm just kind of starting with an outline here. I don't know exactly, uh, where this will lead us, but I'm thinking of creating a design system where you could manage the style of your visuals in one place, and it would be kind of agnostic to platform. I think it would just be a way of setting kind of colors and shapes and keeping track of your style, and then you could pretty much apply it to anything. I'm thinking first the digital world, where you could, if you use this, you could kind of move into different softwares and use the same kind of settings, and of course also settings for motion, different things, and yeah, just laying out some ideas of how this could potentially be organized. So I'm just going to go off, just kind of, first of all, I'm just going to write down here a few ideas, and then maybe go in a little bit to some of it. So a system for digital visuals. Okay, I'm probably going to get nervous and spell everything wrong. I'm also thinking, why not? I'm not going to limit this to digital visuals, because I'm thinking maybe for, well, I'm going to say analog. You probably know what I mean. Well, maybe old school visuals, non-digital is kind of the wrong terminology, because some of it is kind of half digital, but the output is might be analog, but it's often processed by digital chips. So I mean, it's not always fair to say that it's analog, but I think things there could also be put in a design system. And I'm thinking of, the way you do the visuals, the way you kind of the shapes and forms and the patching of things could probably go into a design system, because you kind of want to anyway might want to have some way to save that to be able to reach the same look. Sorry, I'm gonna adjust my microphone. I see I have a little bit of a weird angle on that one. And also another reason for doing this stream is that I bought streaming mixer during the pandemic, and I haven't used it, so I thought I wanted to try it out, because I wanted to use it for some other things related to design systems, maybe stream some talks with other people, and I just wanted to kind of learn a little bit about the whole setup of things. And I thought this could be a good subject to kind of talk about. So I'm just going to bring up some notes on my other computer. So I put down a whole lot of little things. Yeah. So one thing could, of course, be to, kind of like the design system I showed, could be to organize your content in system, where you kind of keep them, and it would be a little like a library. So that could be something like thinking like Brad Frost's what's it called, atomic design, the atomic I think just atomic design system. So that could be a way of organizing things. I'm going to share my screen here. And then maybe what if we had and that could, of course, then we could tokenize, like use design tokens. And design tokens is just kind of a value pair to store values related to design. So I mean, the simplest example is a color token, which could be like a primary color, and that equals and then say it some tone of red, and then of course the token could be reference, so that theme or a primary token could be referenced by other design tokens. But we could describe colors, fonts, and motion, and a whole bunch of things. So I'm gonna list a few things that I can come up with that we could make some kind of design tokens for. And of course, as I said, colors, fonts, motion. I'm thinking probably like MIDI and OSC. In a further extension of this, if we talk about analog visuals, maybe some kind of patching could go in here. Let's see if just double checking my notes. Yeah, I don't know. We hosted a talk at my workplace, Kambi, this last Tuesday, and we had speakers from Electrolux, and they were talking about making tokens for 3D materials. So I don't know, 3D related tokens. I don't know exactly how they look. I'm not sure they were exactly sure how they were gonna make their tokens, but it sounded really interesting. And maybe if you do more kind of 3D work or have like 3D properties like textures and motion or behavior related things, it could potentially go in here. What else do I have on my list? And I'm thinking also colors. That was something that I thought about, like when you do web design, there's a lot of talk. Many people talk about can I just do a in? No, I couldn't. All right, let's just do a little indent here for fun. Oh, okay, that will it'll be a dark theme and light theme. So I would say usually oh, it's just like do like this dark light theme. So that's better. When we do visuals and for the stage, it's usually in a dark environment. So I would say that's like naturally a dark theme. But maybe you do like daytime events and want to be able to swap the color of your graphics to a light theme. So maybe you could set up another color theme that would work for the day. That's just an idea, but I don't know if many people think about that, but that could be an option. And then we could, I don't know, I haven't prepared this like so much. There's an interesting link I found, but no, there's two interesting links. But let's Google first. Brad Frost, Atomic Design. I mean, I don't know who will be watching this, but I invited people from both the world of live visuals and then people interested in design systems. So for some of you, live visuals could be a new thing. And for people doing live visuals, design systems could be a new thing. So I'm just like, we could do. Can you read this now? I guess just like, I'm thinking. Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe I can't just watch this. But basically, or wait, let's see. Okay, just walk through this. I just kind of want to watch. So what he does is he I would like to see where he just like shows all the little parts of his system. So he divides things up. I should probably click another button. He divides things up. Do you have the atomic design methodology? Here we go. So he divides things up in different kind of molecules. And so it's kind of interesting to read. So atoms, molecules, organisms, templates, and pages. So I'm thinking we could kind of bring this into okay, I don't want to have this as a list necessarily. So okay, can do. Into the world of visuals, atoms. This could be kind of just like a simple shape, and we'll see where we're going. I'm thinking templates are scenes. So that could be a whole like video scene that you created of a bunch of things, and maybe that's all you do. Sometimes like some VJs like to have a lot of different objects animating on the screen, and you like control every little thing. Some just like render more like scenes and mix scenes together. So it's you could still, this could still be useful in the creation of things. You will just like use this system differently in order will affect the things you do slightly differently. But okay, so simple shape, and then you maybe put together these shapes to some objects. And then, I don't know, the objects with animation, with motion. I don't know. I'm just throwing out some ideas. And then the templates would be the scenes, maybe, or pages. I think that would be kind of, I don't know. Pages, template pages. Maybe this is like a whole show, a show. So the show would kind of be consists of different scenes that you might mix after timeline. You might do it. I mean, live visuals are often like, you know, not on a timeline. They're kind of just like spontaneously thrown together, non-linear. So that would be a way to organize this. And to get your visuals into the system above, you would have to do an audit of your material and kind of sort it into this system. So just, I don't know how far I'm going to take this, but let's just say that we create an outline here. I'm just using Figma to organize this thing today. And I don't know, like, I don't think there's a software for doing a design system for live visuals. I don't necessarily think Figma would be the place to do it. It could, but it's more made for web. And also, I don't know, ideally you would want to be able to export some of these things that you set up here to software that you use. So I don't know, either you could import colors depending on what software you're using, but maybe export palettes to different softwares, and fonts, of course, are kind of universally, I guess. Motion, I don't know if there could be things. I guess things like motion scripts for things could, I guess, be exported, but I don't know how you would like, how complex you would like to make a motion token. I did see some examples. I looked quickly through the motion threads of Design System Slack, and there were some interesting articles in there, and didn't really have time to go through properly. Media and OSC could, of course, be stored and exported. Patching, not so much, but it could be documented. And 3D related tokens, surely you could export those in a way that could be used in 3D programs. Not exactly sure how, but I mean, many of these could perhaps be in JSON format or something like this. But let's just add some atoms, molecules. Where did we go next? We went organisms, templates, pages. Organisms, templates, pages. It might actually need to be kind of tweak these names, and I just borrowed them from Brad Frost, but to be more like, you know, towards what we're doing with live visuals. And then we would, of course, have, these will just have symbols and stuff on it and things organized. Then we, okay, and we could add here colors. We would add well, fonts, motion, motion. So colors, what do we usually do? We just do some color swatches, right? Let's put up a frame, do like a little rectangle of something. And of course you could, if you started from scratch, you could probably do something like, what is the, do you still have Adobe Cooler? I don't know what the hippest color scheme. Oh, I need to. Oh, let's do that. Right. Is it? No. What? Okay. I don't know. Let's just. Is this a hot color? I don't know. Let's just get something. Oh, professional. I'm professional. Let's just grab. Let's. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it really easy. It's not gonna take too long. Let's grab. What did I do? Oh, it's not really. It doesn't want to grab from this screen. Interesting. Okay, that's not gonna happen. In that way, can you do like this then? All right, we're good. Where will that end up? Can I do this just into my Figma maybe? I don't know. Will it go? Nope. Alright, I have to go out to my desktop maybe. Get that recents. Right. We'll just build some 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just put in some whoop. I had to work on making this a little nicer, but we can describe these, write down some color values for these. I don't know, we could just do some auto layout maybe, so we could space them even more if we want to. I could add some, I don't know, probably need to add some more stuff here. Definitely gonna add, let's add that one more. We for sure need to have something black, maybe for our backgrounds. Okay, and then fonts, same thing here. We just go in, define something. I think for live visuals, I don't know how many work a lot with typography, but I think that could be kind of good to have something. Okay, large. I do. In our product, we actually define things with t-shirt sizes, and that works fine for us. I think it's also because we're a product within a product, so we don't work with SEO. We can't kind of SEO optimize in the same way other people's do that own the whole product. So we rarely would say have there's only supposed to be one H1 in a web page, and that's not ours, or probably not ours, if there's an interface around our interface. So we don't really work with headlines in a semantic web kind of way, or with typography. So when we define our typography, we would use kind of t-shirt sizes, like this, S, XS, XXS, maybe like that, and then we would have whatever it could be. And then we could have, I guess, different fonts. So let's say we're using Roboto in this case, Roboto. So Roboto, and then I think we we still do, this is more font size, then it could still be, we would have 3 of each then. We probably have like in this case we probably have Roboto, okay. But let's say we have bold, medium, regular. Okay, so we'll set up something like that, and then maybe I know okay. So in our case, we might have something quite big. I don't know. Well, let's just go wild. 120. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a bit much just for the screen, but like say 84. Still, let's just make everything a little bit bigger. Well, you get the point. I mean, I don't really need maybe to do everything. That little thing is tiny. All right. Let's do one. Bold, medium, and regular. And then we'll have others, and then we'll define everything. Of course, line height and stuff could also be defined. Motion, that's the one that's something we want to add to our system for for web, but that's not what I'm doing. But I'm not exactly sure how to define it, but I looked into one of these articles here that was in Design System Slack, and somebody building something for a production company, and I think it's a lot of things that are related. That could be interesting to look at, especially when kind of how they describe motion. So here was interesting. So here to talk about easing standards. And let's see, hopefully let's just see what I'm actually broadcasting to you guys. Can I see what's going on? Let's see what's going on. Yes. Oh, it's fun. How much is lagging? All right. So it is described as Bessier's. Oh yeah, because you get like a motion curve. So that's interesting. So also kind of still not so much different from how color is described as you're thinking about for a color token, like if you just jump back to colors, how a color token could be defined would be, either, we have, let's just see, okay, primary, let's see, our primary is this, I don't know, kind of petrol looking color. It could be either, it's a hex, it could be, of course, described as RGBA. I mean, work a lot with HSL, might switch to HSB, who knows. Kind of nice color spaces to work in, so RGB. So if it has alpha as well, that's something to consider for your colors. So this one, what did I say now? I'm so bad with numbers. 328, 139, 328, 328, 139, and then if it's alpha, it will have some kind of, in this case it was 100%, so it would just be 1. So that's, of course, I mean, that's already how we were describing RGBA, and then of course we would have like a gradient of some kind. I know what we're building here. Some crazy looking gradient. So we did, yeah. So I did a gradient, and that, of course, would I be described. That's kind of even more complex to describe. Wait, can't we? Oh, actually, that's probably the fastest way to get. Can't view? Oh no, that's not what I do. I'm thinking if I go over to dev mode and just pick this. Yeah, so that would be the fastest way to doing that. Oh, yeah, let's do copy. I'm not a developer, so I don't use dev mode too much. So the gradient that I just did would be something like that. So if you think about it, okay, I took the, okay, so, yeah, fine. So from that would be a color design token for that gradient. And that's, to make something like, this then wouldn't be so different. It's actually less values describing the easing of something. Or other motion things. And then I don't know whether you can export this and use it in your softwares. I'm not sure. Possibly. But it's really interesting reading about how designers think about motion and describes motion, and I think it could be applicable here. And then fonts motion, so that's something that could be done. I don't know. Let's do a little screenshot from this as a reminder. And bring that in here. That's the motion. And and then we talked about doing MIDI. So I haven't really thought about this, but of course it could be. I don't know. Of course, colors could be directly colors, rotations, a bunch of things. So, color. So I don't know. You would be set up something like rotation, and that would be CC. I don't know. So you have something you map on your device, but I think, yeah, but that's just like, maybe it's a family. So when we do tokens in our system for work, we do token families. So it comes with background color, it comes with font and icon colors, and maybe like a weaker color for fonts and icons. It comes with border colors. It has hover states for the backgrounds and such. So like something for like rotation would probably be more like a family of things. So okay, so there would be a whole bunch of things. Maybe I don't know. Maybe kind of like put in a rotation folder. I don't know, and then it'd be like maybe that's not a good idea, but let's say rotation MIDI. Okay, MIDI port. So it's port 1 is a rotation MIDI. I like writing MIDI with capital letters. MIDI CC. Let's say it's 22. I don't know what else is needed. Well, it has maybe more values for kind of setting up the rotation, whatever you map to rotation. So port and message, and maybe there's limiters. I don't know. Maybe there's like a range. MIDI range. Maybe it's just you cap it for some reason. It doesn't go from 0 to 27. So that's maybe like I don't know. That needs to be kind of okay. So you just cap at 20, and then we're gonna go to 127. So let's say it just goes between 20 and 107. I just made up. So there's kind of like a capped range. So, and OSC would be kind of like similar. I can't remember exactly how OSC messages are constructed, but that would be kind of something similar. But then, I mean, having such a system set up with all these kind of properties set, going between softwares, you could still make your show look like your show. You will kind of have the same way of animating things and or have the same look and feel to it. I guess you could for yourself also kind of like have more like text-based rules where you kind of define your style, and so wherever you do it in a similar way. So kind of just a way to sharpen up your style. But of course, as it's live visuals, a lot of things you want to keep spontaneous. You might not want to have any like animation parameters set. Maybe that's like something you want to leave all like spontaneous, while some things you would need more to remember and define in a different kind of way. But I don't know. I might, build on this, iterate a little bit on it. Also, kind of keep on at the later stage in another stream talk about doing something for analog visuals. But maybe I put something in here as examples and share it in some form. And I'm just gonna see if there's any. Okay, we have one viewer. Bellow Craze, hello man. Hey. Oh, can I write? Yeah, I can. Yep. So at least have one viewer, maybe more. Who knows? Yeah. I'll just keep on kind of iterating on this idea, and please in the comments, maybe if this stream turned out okay, I can share it in somewhere, and please comment and give me your thoughts, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye bye. Thanks for watching.